What is up, YouTube? It has been a long time since I've talked to you guys. And so if you guys seen my Instagram, which all my social medias are in the link in my description below, I said I'm starting a brand new series this Saturday. And yes, I am recording this the same day because sometimes I'm lazy. But, so, you're probably thinking, what is this series about? Or you're probably thinking, we don't give a shit. Which is fair. But this series is going to be me talking to my phone. I have a camera. I have a nice camera, but I prefer to use my iPhone for stuff like this and just talk about certain topics. So this episode is going to be my 2020 and my 2021 in retrospect, the years. So, let's just get right into it. But before we do, see, I gotta do that. I'm learning like actual YouTubers, before we actually get into it. If you like the series after, obviously don't do it now, but after you watch this episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Comment could be anything. You could be telling me, yo, you suck ass, quit. But I'm tired of being like the deadbeat dad to YouTube. It's like I come back, upload a video, leave again for a couple months. It's just, how am I gonna say that I'm a YouTuber and I don't upload? Like, it's stupid. So, in 2020, which, yes, now we're starting. In 2020, I was working at Walmart. It was towards the end of my tenure there. I had started in October of 2019, and I was there until February of 2020. So, at the beginning of 2020, I was there, January, February, working. YouTube, still wanted to do YouTube, but I was not willing to, not willing to, but I didn't really want to buy the equipment because I was like, okay, if I buy this equipment, how is it going to guarantee me any difference in views and all this shit like that? That's where my head was back then. And I was like, I got this job, it's stable, I'm getting paid, I'm doing alright. I just decided one day I wasn't happy there at Walmart. This is usually the beginning of everybody's success stories. I wasn't happy at Walmart, and I was just like, alright, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks, plus COVID was starting, and our store was like, not getting ransacked, obviously people were buying their stuff, but it was just constantly empty every day, so I was like, just crazy, and my medical insurance was trying to drop me, so it was just a lot of stuff. So I was like, I'm out of here, I'm going. So I did. I left, and after I left, I used the rest of my money. Like I think I'd gotten a check or two because it might have been in the middle of the week, like work week I had left. Might have gotten 2 checks, but like second one obviously wasn't nearly enough to like care. So I go with my stuff, with my money, and I start buying stuff that for YouTube. I buy the Elgato HD60. I buy what else did I buy with my Walmart checks? I think that might have been it because I was like, I don't want to waste all my money, obviously. So then when we started getting stimulus checks, that's when I got everything. I bought my gaming chair, I bought my desk, I bought a second monitor, which ended up just being one monitor because the other monitor I was trying to use just ended up becoming my TV because it wouldn't fit on my desk. Because I'm an idiot. I don't I don't measure stuff. So I was just like, alright, well, that's fine. I'll just use this as TV, which I never really used anyway because I don't watch TV like that. So I get that stuff. I get speakers. I buy my mic. The mic that I use even to this day to make music. $150 Audio Technica that came with the mic stand with the not a shield, the soundproof thing in the back of it, and I got that, and I was just like, all right, I got this Elgato, I got my mic, I'm gonna grind hard for all this shit, like for YouTube, for music, being an entertainer, I'm gonna do it. So I did. I started uploading daily. Boom, 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 daily videos on YouTube. And it was non-commentary at first because I was like, oh shit, I got a mic for music. I forgot to buy a mic for YouTube. Because at first that's what I was planning on doing was non-commentary like gameplay videos. Like at first, because I was just like, I think I got an irritating voice, and plus sometimes I go from like a topic to topic real quickly, so people might get annoyed by that, you know. So I wanted to, I wanted to just do non-commentary, but then I was like, you know what? Some people were like, no, do commentary, bro. So I did. I started using my music mic. I bought this shitty ass fucking mic stand. It looked like it looked like it held sausages. It's like one of those like real skinny ones that like it it just looks like a taco attached to a thing. So I would have to use tape. I would have to use tape and wrap it around the mic to keep it in the mic stand. But since it was such a like, you know, one purpose mic, you know, it's Audio Technica, I had to like I had to figure it out because, you know, only one side I could really talk into, and then when I it would just sound all kinds of and I'd sound really loud and really low, and it just was terrible. But I didn't care though. I was happy, so I did that for a couple of months. I just was uploading videos every single day, and then I realized, okay, some videos I'd get like 6, 7 views because I don't have many subscribers, even to this day now. I was like, all right, I'm getting like a couple views here and there, you know, but it's not really working out, and I was starting to lose hope. And then August of that year, of 2020, I was like, okay, bet. EA Sports UFC 4 was coming out, and when that came out, I was really excited to make content on that. I'm like, okay, I'm a big MMA fan. I play the games. Like, I even play UFC 4 to this day. It's been out for close to 2 years. No, it's been out for like a little over a year. But, you know, not many people like it. There are things I don't like about it. But, you know, it has the most like updated roster. It's like 2K. You know, it's the same shit, but people still buy it. So I ended up pre-ordering it. I pre-ordered the game. So excited. I'm like, all right, yes, I'm gonna get this game. So I ended up doing it. I pre-order it, and then because if you pre-ordered it like a couple days before, you got to play it a couple days before everybody else. That was like our beta. Or no, was it separate? Anyways, there was a beta, and it was a closed beta, which I did not know. So I ended up making a video on it, giving my thoughts with my shitty ass mic, and just talking. Now I didn't have a camera, so they could never see my face. Otherwise, nobody would be watching this shit. So you know, you just heard a shitty ass mic. Sometimes you'd hear my fan in the background. Like, I was very unprofessional. I didn't understand that like being a YouTuber, a lot of times it's organization, it's preparation, it's okay. I know my AC is loud, so let me just leave it on for a little while and turn it off, and you know, hopefully it keeps the room cool enough for me to get done this video, you know. So I upload this video, and I started getting traction. I looked, it was like 100 views, 200 views, 300, 400, and it was going up like little by little throughout the day. The same day I uploaded it, and then it reached like 900 something. I was like, I'm about to get my 1,000th, like 1,000 views on a video, like first ever time happening. And I was just ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is finally, I'm going to start growing. And then I got hit with something. No, it wasn't a strike, or it wasn't anything like that. It wasn't a community strike or copyright or anything like that. It was the threat of that shit happening. EA Sports UFC, well, EA Sports, I don't know why I said the full thing. EA Sports was deciding that since it was a closed beta, nobody could actually make any gameplay videos on it. It was supposed to just be for the people who were playing it, people to give their feedback, stuff like that. that, you know, they were taking down videos and even possibly channels. So they were doing that to people already. And I was arguing with a friend because he was like, Mike, I think you should just take that down. And I was like, dude, this video almost has 1,000 views. This would be the first ever video of mine to ever reach that. I'm used to getting 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 9, like, or 0 views, depending on what I was making videos on, which was mostly walkthrough videos, but sometimes I'd make like one-off videos, or I would do other series, like I tried to do Minecraft and shit like that, and The Sims and all this stuff. But like I said, the UFC videos were the ones I was really gaining attraction. So I was like, I don't want to get rid of this, man. And then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, my channel is really small. I could benefit from keeping this video uploaded. But then I was like, what if my channel gets deleted, right? What if they just, boom, hit me with 3 strikes, doom, 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 take out my channel. Even though at that time I had like 30 subscribers, and I think I'm like close to 40 now, so it's not that much of a growth. I was like, I don't want to have to then restart everything, and you know, any of the video views that I've already accumulated and all this stuff like that, I don't want to have to regain that. In a lot of series, I'd have to like restart them maybe, or just cancel them or postpone them or do something. So I was like, damn, what do I do? So I took it down, and it hurt me. It really did. It hurt me a lot, because I was just like, God damn it, bro, this video was going to be the start of something great. So I kind of got into a little depression. I was still uploading videos daily, but then I stopped caring, kind of. Like, I stopped trying to edit them so much. It would just kind of be uploading, because it started to feel like a job where it was just like, okay, they're expecting at least 1 video a day to whoever was watching. But that's not how you're supposed to look at it. I mean, for a lot of people, YouTube or streaming is their job. It is what they do to make a living. But they see it as what it's supposed to be, fun. It's supposed to be, you're a content creator. You're creating something for other people to enjoy. And I wasn't even enjoying it myself because of that whole thing. And that's the big theme of this video. Every episode that I'm going to be doing in a series, it's just kind of a theme. And this one's this one's about my mental health. Yeah, I don't know why I had that like just big, almost stutter like right there. But yeah, this is about my mental health. This episode, pretty much. And maybe other ones too, I don't know. But so I just continue moving along. The game actually comes out, I'm making videos on it. Nobody's really watching it because, you know, there's other big channels that I even watch now that were making content on it as soon as it came out and all this stuff like that. So I felt like it wasn't worth it anymore. But I was still doing it because I was happy to a certain degree that I was like, all right, I don't have a job. Because by that point, by August, I was like still reapplying. Like I started reapplying to places, stuff like that. But because of COVID, nobody was hiring at all. And it was just, damn, like, why did I leave Walmart? And that's one thing you will get to learn about me, guys, through more and more videos, is that I sometimes don't think. I just react, I do, and deal with the consequences later. That's not a good way to live. I'm trying to change it about myself. So who the fuck is we? So I just was like, you know what? I'm done. So I stopped making videos for a while. Because besides the game videos, I was also making movie review videos, and nobody was really liking those because like I would stand like across from my room, you'd see how fat I really am, and like you could barely hear me. Like I wasn't sitting like this close to a camera because, like I said, I knew how to make videos, but it was also I wasn't using that same exact knowledge when making it. I just would just do shit, and it was stupid of me. So you know. I had some views, like some decent amount of views on some of those videos. Like I'd get like 50, whatever like that. But the gaming videos were terrible. So I pretty much stopped, right? I was depressed, didn't have a job. YouTube wasn't working out. I wasn't streaming at that time. at all because I have this shitty laptop, which I still have. I still use it to this day. It's like fucking falling apart and shit. Like the top is like loose. I gotta like have it up against something to even use it. It's I need a brand new laptop. Um, but that would just run out of fucking energy and not energy. It would run out of space quickly. Like if I was recording a video for more than 50 minutes, close to an hour, any space that I had left was gone. Video sometimes would just abruptly end, and then I'd have to restart. I'd have to like redo everything, and sometimes it would take me hours to make a video because of that. Because I also couldn't really afford with no job, and the money I was getting from the state wasn't much. Um, I couldn't get me a another hard drive, so it got really tough. And a lot of this is my fault. I blame myself for it because it is my fault. I should never have left Walmart. I should have had a better plan. I should have took YouTube more serious and really took my time with making videos and doing all that stuff. But yeah, man. So eventually, I think it was like November, like the end of November. I think. Yeah, I applied. I was still applying to places, but stuff was starting to kind of calm down a little bit. So I'm like, all right, I hope somebody. So I was applying to food places, restaurants, anything I could do to freaking get a job anywhere, bro. Minimum wage didn't matter. It would be more than what I was already getting at that point. And then I was like, okay, well, with this job, I get something part time, so I could still just stick to YouTube. But with the money that I'd be getting from the part time stuff, I can then upgrade my equipment. So I ended up working at Burger King. Yep, I started working for the king. But instead of paying you well, he pays you in sadness and diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I might be close. Who knows? Um, so I started working there in December, and I left there in May, which is around my birthday, in 2021. So at the end of 2020, I was kind of iffy on YouTube about doing it again. And I still was, but like I said, it was a lot of times I was just depressed, man. I just didn't really want to do it. Like I wanted to do it, and it made me mad that I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want to do it because I knew I wasn't getting I wasn't getting a good viewer count. Like people literally like pretty much stopped watching me. It'd be like 1 view, 2 views, sometimes most times 0 or some shit. Like I might put some examples like in this video of like I didn't know, man. It hurt me because it was a lot of times the people who watch were just like friends and family. Like it wasn't people who were genuinely like, oh, okay, this kid's in my recommended. Let me give him a shot. So it just felt like, okay, this is pointless. So why the fuck do I keep saying we? I continue to make content, but I'm not happy with it, and I'm not really taking my time with it. I was just like I said, I would try to upload like 4 videos a day, so I wasn't like giving it time to edit, really doing anything like that. I would just kind of edit parts where maybe I died a lot or some shit like that. Like, so it was minimal editing, which I do know how to edit. I just wasn't caring about me editing. So I didn't know what else to do. So I just stayed working at Burger King. I was actually kind of happy working at Burger King because people in that part of the state are nice. So I was happy about that. I worked with good employees, with good managers this time, stuff like that. But I had to leave because I got kicked out of my house. Um, my grandmother said she was tired of me because of how I was feeling, my depression, stuff like that. I was tired of it. I became quite lazy, kind of stopped caring about cleaning like my room and shit like that. And I'm a 21-year-old man. It's like it's sad, to be living like that. So I agreed with her in the long run of why she, kicked me out. So I left. like she said I had to be out by the end of May, but I said, you know what, let me just try to leave sooner. Um, no, I left towards the end. So I left, and freaking, I had to leave Burger Town. I said Burger Town, fucking Call of Duty. I had to leave Burger King, and when I left there and I came back to where I'm living now, which is where I used to live before I moved out to that part of the state, back with my grandmother, my best friend, Dom, he got me in with him at TGI Friday. He got me a job. So that was already lined up because they really needed people. I was already literally lined up for me to, as like the day after, like my last day at Burger King, the day after that was my first day at TGI. Like I was grateful that I didn't have to wait too long. So I went there, and for the first couple weeks it was fine at TGI. Yeah, you had to deal with some rude customers, stuff like that, but I was kind of happy because it was something new. It was being a host, because I was a host. I wasn't a server. Um, but then, like, just more and more toxic people I just had to deal with. My manager didn't like me. So a lot of times, and most days I had to work with her. It would make my job a lot harder because she wouldn't want to really be dealing with people, customers, stuff like that. So then I had to deal with them, and then it would just get crazy. So that was around like June, from the middle of May to like August. I think like middle of August or late August. I worked there and then I left. I was like, I'm tired. I literally would argue with myself and be like, what is the point of coming to this job? I hate this job. I don't see the point in it. I have no love for it. Fuck this job. I'm not happy. I want to be doing everything in my power to be doing the stuff that makes me happy, but the schedule that I had there would be weird. Sometimes I'd work from 11 in the morning.
Yo, nigga, what you doing?
Making a video. Boom. So, sorry about that, guys. Something happened, but so pretty much like I was saying, I wasn't happy there. I left. My depression, my state of depression just got even worse. I've been dealing with depression for over 7 years, and that point working at TGI was one of the worst points of like my low, just because of like I said, dealing with customers, dealing with a lot of stuff. And so I left there, and I decided to start streaming. That's when I started streaming like every day on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, on Twitch. But I would use the PlayStation software to stream, because like I said, my laptop never had space to be able to stream and alright. So yeah, so I was working at TGI. I left, wasn't happy, and I started streaming on Twitch. And when I did, I found it very fun. Even though I was using the PlayStation software, so I wasn't looking at professional, and I couldn't like go on many different games during my stream, which I wanted to do. I was getting a decent amount of viewers I'd get, but it would be mostly after the fact. But I have a decent gaming headset. I mean, I need to get a new one now because this one's kind of old. I've had it for like 2 years. But like I would just use my gaming headset as a mic, and people were actually liking it. I was getting viewers from other parts of the world, but kind of like same issues that I had with YouTube, I was having with Twitch, where like I have the standing fan I had bought. It's like it'd be like right here. Like it wasn't that tall, but it was still tall enough that when it was on, it would make noise if it was near you, and people would hear that shit pretty much blowing into my mic. Which you guys are probably like, "God damn, Mike, you're such an idiot." I know, I know I am. Otherwise, I'd probably already be successful. But I just did these little things, these little mistakes that was just causing problems for me. So we what the fuck do I keep saying we? I was streaming, and I kind of stopped because, like I said, TGI was taking up a lot of my time because I'd work like 5 days, sometimes 6 days. Um, and so, most of the time I'd be working throughout the afternoon until late nights. I'd work from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to like 12 at midnight. And then sometimes I'd work from when we opened at 11 to like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. So I'd be there sporadically. Sometimes I'd only do the morning shift of like 10:30 to 5. Which would, like I said, there was some good perks about it, but it was annoying. And with all this depression, all this stuff like that, I gained a lot of weight. Working at Burger King, I ate a lot because I was at Burger King. Same thing at TGI, I gained a lot of weight. But this depression really made me stop doing this, and so that's why I've been thinking the last couple weeks, like, how do I make a return on YouTube? How do I do something that like won't turn people away, that they won't get annoyed by like any nuances, any small things? And I said maybe that could be me just sitting in front of a camera, or like I said, my iPhone, and just talking to you guys. And I said I think they'd like that. And so really do hope you guys like this. I think I'm gonna start doing these every Saturday, uploading these every Saturday. But to go back to what we were saying. So I stopped streaming as much, pretty much entirely actually, and then I left there, and then from all of September I had no job and I was broke because I used my money from TGI. I used that on stuff that needed to be used, groceries, all that stuff. Then I applied to Amazon, and within like a week I was already starting my first day, and that's where I currently work at now. And it's December. This is the first year in 2 years. This is since December 2019, I've been able to buy gifts for my family, because I couldn't do it 2020 because I started literally my job at Burger King in the middle of December. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, man, it takes up my time, but I'm still willing to make these videos for you guys and enjoy making these videos for you guys. I'll probably be doing more serious stuff like that, but these videos get better as I get more comfortable getting back into doing YouTube again. But so, like I said, the moral of this story is, it's just, try not to let your depression, try not to let things get to you and break you down. I'm back here on YouTube. Hopefully I really stick with it this time and don't just leave after another couple months, whatever. And I've gone through some hardship the last year or so. Everybody has with this whole COVID thing, and I hope everybody pulls through it. I hope everybody succeeds in doing what they want to do. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys really do enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, any of that. I appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. And, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. It's been Prophet.